Let's talk about 4 takeaways from the College Football Playoff Selection Committee's rankings. And the biggest one for me, the SEC, possibly the Big Ten, but definitely the SEC is going to dominate this playoff bracket if something doesn't change. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year-round, even put it into the title of the podcast. So maybe now it's more searchable. If you're into that, go ahead and hit that like button. Goodness me, I'm already messing up because I'm so excited about getting college football into the name of the podcast. If you're into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer the question in the comments below. My goodness. Do you think the SEC will get 5 teams into the college football playoff? And do you think the SEC should get 5 teams into the college football playoff? Really interesting discussion on this. And one I really want to pick apart, but off the rip, I was really as flummoxed and bamboozled and struck by Hunter Yurchek talking about Miami and Notre Dame. It doesn't feel like they know that we play football games to win them and that winning should matter. So let's recap, just so everybody's clear on this. Miami and Notre Dame played in Miami. Miami beat Notre Dame in Miami. Both have 2 losses, but one of the clearest criteria that the committee have for itself is head-to-head. So all things being equal, did one team play the other team and did they win? Yes. That is what we're talking about. So I wish I did not have to act like a grade school principal here, but that's what you're going to get when your CFP chairman says this. I'm going to read the full quote because, my goodness, quote, when you look at Miami and Notre Dame and you really compare the losses of those 2 teams, Miami has lost to 2 unranked teams. Notre Dame has lost to 2 teams that are ranked and are top 13. And we really haven't compared those 2 teams. They haven't been in similar comparable pools to date. But Miami is creeping up into that range where they will be compared to Notre Dame if something happens above them, end quote. What do you mean you haven't compared those 2 teams? Holy smokes, kiddos. We don't compare teams separately, separated by just 4 spots. My God, I'm getting flustered. Each of them got 2 losses. They basically play the same conference schedule. Notre Dame just refuses to consummate the marriage. Have we forgotten that we actually play games to win them? Is like, what? Then Texas A&M is properly ranked. The Aggies, I don't know if they can handle where it seems they're going to go. We're going to find out. You didn't get docked by the committee or me for falling behind 30-3 to a 3-7 South Carolina team. They came back 27 points. They won the game. Capable of winning a national championship? I'm not convinced of that. Not at all. Marcel Reed showed both his Jekyll and his Hyde, right? Jekyll, he was throwing for 439 yards, 3 TDs. Hyde, he threw 3 first-half interceptions. Like, okay. But again, they're undefeated and look like they're going to cruise into the college football playoff if they can just defeat Texas next week. Really, there seem to be 2 teams that are really good, and they're going to play each other in the Big Ten championship, we think. Indiana and Ohio State, if you are living on Mars and you just got back. Also, hello, Martians. Alabama here is interesting because that's my third one. They control their own destiny, kind of, sort of. The tiebreakers will be there. But essentially, even after losing Oklahoma, all they got to do is beat Auburn to get to the SEC championship game. And it feels like they could do that. Like Texas A&M, all they got to really do is win their next SEC game, and they're going to make it here. Kalen DeBoer getting to the college football playoff for the first time as Alabama's head coach, be huge. It's a little bit more complicated for Georgia and Ole Miss, though. The Dogs could get a chance to repeat in the SEC championship. if Alabama loses to Auburn or if A&M loses to Texas. So they just need one of those, right? Ole Miss would earn a chance to get to the SEC championship and maybe win one, right, for the first time since 1963. If they beat Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl and losses come to Texas, A&M, and Alabama. So they would need a lot of help. They would need carnage, right? But what's great for Georgia and Ole Miss is 11-1 is going to get them into the college football playoff, right? So you would think that the SEC champion is going to get in. You also know that Ole Miss and Georgia are going to get in. Question remains whether or not a 10-win at-large team like Oklahoma could get in or Alabama. So check it. If Alabama wins the SEC championship, they'd be a 10-2 SEC champion. A&M would make it on being 11-1. So would Georgia. So would Ole Miss. That's 4, right? Then there's Oklahoma. So the Sooners have one of the best, or would have one of the best 10-win resumes of anybody. I would say it is the best one, short of an Alabama team that wins an SEC championship. But the trump card is Oklahoma would have beaten Alabama in a fair fight head-to-head. That's why they would get in. You'd have to, as a committee, have to take that into account. They've got wins against Michigan, Tennessee, Alabama, and possibly Missouri this weekend. We'll see, right? Remains to be seen. LSU the coming week. So it's not there, but they could be the almost there tier. And it would suck if this 10-win team didn't make the college football playoff, given what they'd overcome. Again, it'd be number 3. It would be 5 ranked teams. It'd be number 3 A&M, number 4 Georgia, number 6 Ole Miss, number 8 Oklahoma, and number 10 Alabama. A lot of things got to go their way, but mostly what this means if you are not in the SEC is that you're only going to get one team from the ACC. It's conference champion. One team from the Big 12. It's conference champion. And then you got to take the G6 champion into account, right? So we're already up to 8. Big 10 champion. That's 9. Is Notre Dame going to screw this up? Probably. That's 10. And then the other 2 might possibly come from the Big 10. Big 10 title runner-up and the third best team, depending, right? So it would be Ohio State, Indiana right now, and then Oregon, USC, or Michigan. This committee does not care about the ACC. It does not care about the Big 12. It has no respect for them. And it has a ton of respect for the SEC and a great respect for the Big 10. But even as I keep telling people, expand the team to 24 teams, expand the playoff to 24 teams, this is why. I know that most people believe that the SEC plays the best football, but it should be that we get as many teams in the playoff as we need so that everybody has the same opportunity to get their behinds kicked by Ohio State.